You see what's happening in Baton Rouge. You see what's happening across the country. How do we move forward, especially on the issue of race?
Well, the risk of once again being divisive. I think as long as you have Barack Obama doing what he did over the last few years, you've had 7.5 years of a black president, 7.5 years of a black attorney general. Gallup reports race relations today are worse than any time in the last 17 years. Why? Because how often has he hit the police? He hit the police in Cambridge, and he was wrong. He hit the police in Ferguson. He was wrong. He hit the police about Florida. He was wrong. At what point does the president have some obligation to say, there are two parts to this. One, we've got to better understand the experience of being black in America. And in places like Chicago, where 3,200 people have been killed in the Obama presidency, we had better have a strategy that works. We don't.
What is the strategy that works?
Well, you could start with New York City, which has reduced the murder rate by 85% from where it was when Giuliani went in. Now, nobody on the left wants to hear that. But you look at the number of thousands of people who'd be alive today if Chicago had the New York strategy.
Why don't they?
I think because they think it's too intrusive. It requires too many policemen. They don't want to spend the money on cops. Well, you don't spend the money on cops, you spend the money on funerals.
Let me ask you about Barack Obama's statement yesterday and after Dallas. Didn't you think he moved in the right direction with us?
7.5 years into his presidency, he began to realize, now that we've had 2 massacres of policemen, that maybe as President of the United States and leader of law and order in America, he should say something on behalf of law and order. I mean, that's fairly pathetic.